Working with text and paragraphs in a Word document involves applying borders and shading, applying styles and effectively managing formatting. Many companies have guidelines around formatting text in their documents. These guidelines are intended to reflect their branding. Here's an example of Westcal Publishing and their formatting guidelines. Grace is working on Westcal Publishing's latest report. This report will be distributed amongst management to show the progress of the business over the last few months. She's developing the report in Microsoft Word and needs to make sure that the formatting she uses for text and paragraphs reflects Westcal's branding. Microsoft Word offers several formatting tools Grace can use to make sure her report captures Westcal Publishing's specifications. We'll explore these tools over the course of this lesson and see how they can be used to create different kinds of formatting in Word documents. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to control the layout of different paragraphs, apply borders and shading to text, apply different styles to text, and manage formatting within a document. We'll start with controlling the layout of paragraphs. Some of the commonly used layout tools available in the Home tab of Microsoft Word include paragraph alignment options and indentation commands and markers, while tools and commands on the Layout tab include the Margins tool for changing page margins, line and paragraph spacing options, and hyphenation options. Over the next few minutes, you'll explore these tools and commands and learn how they can be used to control formatting in documents. Margins are the white space separating text from the edge of a page or another object. To change the page margins in your document, click the Margins button in the Page Setup group of the Layout tab. Then select a preset size. For more options, open the Page Setup dialog box. Here you can customize every aspect of your document's margins, as well as set the page orientation. Next up is the paragraph alignment options. You can find commands to align paragraph text in different ways in the Paragraph group of the Home tab. Each type of alignment indicates which margin the text lines up with. From left to right, you can apply left alignment or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl and L. Center alignment, available via the Ctrl and R shortcut. Right alignment, or Ctrl and E. And justification, where the text is spread out to take up the whole line, also activated with Ctrl and J. Just select the text you want aligned, then click your chosen alignment type. Make sure that you always have one type of alignment selected, or you can apply an alignment using the Paragraph dialog box. Open the dialog box using the Option button in the Paragraph group of the Home tab. You can also control a paragraph's layout with the use of indents. An indent is like a tab. The main difference is that it controls how far text appears from the margin. You can use indents to move text closer to or further away from the margin you desire. If you are creating an academic document, lengthy quotes are usually indented about ½ an inch from each margin. Remember the two additional options from the Tab Selector button? There is the hanging indent and the first line indent. A first line indent only indents the first line of the paragraph, but a hanging indent does the opposite. It skips over the first line of the paragraph and instead indents the rest of the lines. To indent text, place your cursor in the paragraph that you want to indent. To indent a paragraph from the left very quickly, you can use the Increase Indent button on the Paragraph category of the Home ribbon. To set a left indent using this button, first place your cursor in the paragraph that you want to indent. Then click on Increase Indent. Each time that you click on the Increase Indent button, the paragraph will move ½ an inch to the right. The Decrease Indent button can be used to reverse the indent if you no longer need it. Remember, if you want the indent to apply to a group of paragraphs, you will need to highlight them first. If you create an indent in a line that already has text, the indent will only be available for that paragraph. And indents can be moved just like tabs by dragging them around the ruler. You can move the triangles on the left and right edges of the ruler to set indent measurements. By dragging separate parts of the symbols on the left, you can set different types of indents. Drag the upper triangle to set a first line indent. Drag the lower triangle to set a hanging indent. And drag the box that the triangles sit on to set an indent for the whole paragraph. Next, here's a look at some indentation options that can be used to control how the indentation affects the paragraph. The indentation section of the Indents and Spacing tab in the Paragraph dialog box gives you finer control over related settings. Here you can place indents from the left or the right margins. Or you can check Mirror Indents to create options for inside and outside indents. Note, the mirror indents are used in double-sided printing to correctly alternate the measurements from left to right. You could also choose a first line or hanging indent from the special menu and then set the amount in the by field. What if you want to create more spacing between text in your document? There are a few options available. To change paragraph spacing, place your cursor in the paragraph that you want to change. Then click the Line and Paragraph Spacing command on the Home tab and choose the desired option. You can also choose to add or remove spaces around paragraphs. You can set these options in the Paragraph group of the Layout tab. If you click the Line Spacing options, the Paragraph dialog box will open to the Indents and Spacing tab. Here you will find Advanced Spacing settings. When using the Justified alignment, you might need to hyphenate a document. Rather than trying to manage it yourself, let Word do the hard work. First, click the Layout tab. Then click the Hyphenation button in the Page Setup group. You can choose None, which ensures that the document is not hyphenated, Automatic to completely hyphenate your document, Manual, which will prompt you each time Microsoft Word thinks that a word needs to be hyphenated, and Hyphenation Options to open a dialog box with advanced settings. But what if you want to keep certain words together? Insert a non-breaking hyphen or non-breaking space from the Symbol dialog box. You can also insert non-breaking elements using keyboard shortcuts. A non-breaking hyphen uses the Control, Shift and underscore shortcut. A non-breaking space uses Control, Shift and space bar. You now know how to use layout tools to create documents that are easy to read and find information within. Well done.